Alright, welcome to video 3 in my outfitting my Nissan Frontier for drone work out in the woods video series. I gotta come up with a better title than that, but that's it for now. Video number 2, the last video we did, I installed this aluminum Protech headache rack here. And in today's video, we're going to be installing a decked in-bed truck storage system. And I mentioned it before, but I work out in the woods flying drones for the forestry industry. And I have to carry a lot of equipment with me. In my main work truck, it's a full-size Ram 3500 Cummins pickup. I could carry most of that gear inside the cab of the truck, and the cab is just completely full all the time with Pelican cases and all the gear that I need. This truck's quite a bit smaller, and I want to try and keep the back seat more clear, and that's what the deck system is going to do for me. It consists of a flat deck that goes kind of just below the surface here, and a couple of drawers that pull out, and I'm pretty sure this system has a couple of storage pockets in the sides as well. So I'm going to be carrying all my drone equipment, computer equipment, and all the forestry gear that I need out in the woods inside of this system right here. So without any more delay, let's open up this box and see what we got. Haha, I like it. Don't use power tools. If you don't follow directions and do use power tools, set clutch at a very low setting. These guys must have known I was going to be installing this. case you guys were wondering, that step was to align these two end pieces right here so I could tighten down those bolts because they can't be reached once this frame is installed in the bed of the truck. In this truck there's no J-bolts in the front, so they've included these pretty cool little jack nuts right here. Basically what you do is you screw a bolt in here and then tighten this down, and it squeezes this down, and this whole system basically folds back and cinches the bed wall up against it. So it's a way of putting a nut in an area where you can't get to the backside to hold the back of the nut. Being a little more gentle with these ones because they've got these rubber washers right here, so I'm just letting the impact pop once or twice just until I start to see the washer squish out a little bit. All right, we are done. This deck system is installed. Wasn't too difficult. The instructions were really good. A lot of good detail and pictures in those. It's a nice sturdy system. I have no fear walking around on it, jumping up and down, everything like that. Because of my power tailgate lock, the drawers are going to be secure whenever the truck's locked. They seem nice and sturdy. I have no doubt they'll hold several hundred pounds without sagging at all. Now, one thing that I did not notice going into this is that this is designed to be installed without the factory bed liner in place. So I had to remove mine. Sitting right over there. I'm not really sure how much I like it. It's not a big deal. You're just looking at a little bit right here of the factory bedside. But I don't know. What am I going to do with this bed liner? I kind of want to keep it in there. Of course, it's not going to be needed to protect the bed anymore because nothing's going to be sliding in and out of it. I'm just thinking, hey, maybe I still want it in there. I don't want to store it outside or anything like that. So. There is a couple of problems. I might go ahead and disassemble this, take these top decks off and kind of loosely band together the drawer assembly, slide the whole thing out, put the bed liner back in and re-drill the front 2 holes and do something with the tie downs back here in the back corners. That is actually going to move this whole system up, I don't know, about 3/4 of an inch and back. And just spent a couple minutes looking at it. I think it's possible to do. I don't think that's going to cause any major problems. I'm going to have to trim this right here and that there. And I don't think I'll be able to leave the front tie downs in place if I do that. And obviously I'll have to re-drill the front holes that are going into the bed, the front of the bed. But I think it could be done. I don't know. I'm not going to do it tonight. I've already spent enough time out here in the shop on this Sunday. But I do like the system. It's definitely well thought out, fairly easy to put together and really stout. And it's going to serve me well. Hey, before I finish this video off, we're going to fast forward in time a few days. I actually got this done a few days ago, and it's been outside the whole time. Living in Northwest Oregon, we've had nothing but rain for the last few days, a little over 5 inches. And I've been driving this truck, and my son's been driving it to school. And like I said, it's been parked outside, just getting doused with rain. And these drawers are perfectly dry, not a drop of water in them. Now, they're not waterproof. If I was to back this truck into the creek down there, it would definitely, these things would fill up with water. But they withstand road spray and rain great. These boxes are dry too. There's those straps are still dry. So I haven't put any of my gear in here yet, but definitely really happy with it. It's going to work out great for me for my work in the woods. Well guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned because I do have more videos coming. I've got a cargo tie-down rail system that's going to go on the top of this deck system. I have a CB radio install, a Wilson booster install, and I'm going to be doing onboard air and a couple other things like that to this pickup. So stay tuned, those videos will be coming out, and thanks for watching. Have a good night.